How do you do? I'm very happy to have this personal visit with you. Won't you be seated, please?
Everybody, you already know what time it is, man. What's that say? What's to the motherfucker? What's up, all my YouTube out there?
I just ask myself why did you bring up this happy home? Girl, I wanna know.
Got a special guest this motherfucker tonight. What's going on, everybody? You already know what time it is, man. And if you don't know what time it is, you should see what motherfucking time it is, man. It's your motherfucking man, Be Up, man, and I'd like to welcome y'all to the motherfucking show, man. This is motherfucking Uncut with your motherfucking man, Be Up, man. And tonight, man, we got a very, very special guest in this motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? My partner, my brother, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me just bring him on in this motherfucker, man. Let me just bring him on in this motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? That'll do away with that, man. Let me just do something, man, you know, because we do this shit live, man. So I gotta take this off of here, man, so we get that shit going. You know what I'm saying? Cuzzo,
yo,
man, what's up, man? Man, what's up, man? What's up, man? Oh, you already know, man. You already, man. You already know, man. Once again, man, like I said, man, this is motherfucking conversation with motherfucking man, Big Unmotherfucking Cut, man. But like I said, man, we ain't putting nothing on it. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna give it to you how it is, man. And that's usually gonna be the truth. That's all we gonna do for you, man. You know what I'm saying? But tonight, man. If y'all just saw that first intro, you know what I'm saying, that intro coming to this motherfucker, man, that's the motherfucker, the man, the myth, and the motherfucking legend, Mr. Jawan motherfucking Adams, people. You know what I'm saying? Let's give him a motherfucking round of applause. You know what I'm saying? Give a round of applause. You know, one more time. Yeah, man. So look, man, like I said, cuz, man, hey, it's an honor to have you on this motherfucker, man. You know, I've been goddamn.
Honor to be with you.
Yeah, man.
You're doing extraordinary. You're doing extraordinary things.
Hey, man. I say, man, it's really ordinary things, man. You know, it just seems extraordinary because, you know, it's just you have to get up every day, man. And a lot of times people not used to seeing somebody, you know what I'm saying, get up every day and continue to do something they love to do, man, when the lights ain't on you. You know what I'm saying? Like I told, like it's kind of like, man, I look at it like this right here, though, cuz it's like I'm the opening act. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm the one that opened the show, you know, when the light's still on. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm opening the show with the lights still on and ain't nobody hollering in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting out this motherfucker and I'm putting this shit down like it's a million people watching me. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's how I look at this shit, man. Cause like I said, man, like I talked to you before, man, you know, I ain't doing this to be famous, man. I'm only doing this because I want to be successful, man. But also I just want to show people that, you know, it's possible too. You know what I'm saying? It's possible for you to get up and do the things you want to do, but you got to do that shit. That's the only thing that make it possible. Because like I was telling a friend of mine, man, you know, the only way you're going to really know it's possible if you do it. You know what I'm saying? If you do it. You know, you can see people doing things and you can see people having things and shit, man, and it'll make you feel good. And people will tell you if anybody can do it, you can do it. But that ain't always true, man. Because you may not have everything it takes to go through what you're gonna have to go through in order to pull that shit off that you say you really want to happen, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Who better than motherfucker be talking to tonight than somebody like yourself who done been through all those trials and tribulations, man. But at the same time, you stay grounded in who you are and your upbringing, man, you know what I'm saying? And that's always been the foundation of who you are, man. So, you know, man, so I just like I said, man, I just wanted to got them get you on the motherfucking show, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Because, you know, we got history, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you know me before anybody else knew me. You know what I'm saying? You knew me when they just called me June, and I just come to South Carolina and got them come to the crib on the weekends and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's
You know what
right.
I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So you don't you know like you know what I'm saying, you done seen the transition, bro. But you know, cause that's I had a show a couple of weeks ago. Well, it's been a minute now, and it talked about friendship, right? And it talked about your real friends gonna be your friends for life. You know, you ain't gonna never have to question who your real friends are, because your real friends gonna go through life, gonna go through all your transitions, gonna go through all your phases with you. Because your real friends, all they want to do is see you win, man. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's all your real friend. Your real friends just want to see you win, man. They ain't even got to be a part of your biggest wins, as long as you winning, man. And that's kind of like that's with our relationship, man. Because you know it was a long time in between us getting together now and the last time we actually seen each other. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But the minute we talked to each other, the minute I picked that phone and cuz we man, it was like I had just got them left over your aunt grandma house. You know what I'm saying? And we just
Exactly.
got and that's how I still
Got
feel,
to
man.
play.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. But hey, look, this ain't about me, man. And I ain't gonna make this show about me tonight. You know what I'm saying? This show is about you, your greatness, man, your belief in who you are, man, because that's what this show is about, man. This show is about, man, believers, man, and people that truly believe in who they are. And even though they may be going through something right now in their life, because we all do, man. Because this
Absolutely.
but the thing is figuring out how you gonna get to it, man. And that's what we want to talk to you about tonight, man. We want to talk about, you know what I'm saying, your ins and your outs when it comes to this music thing, man. But before we get into that, man, I just really want to get into like, man, like the upbringing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, what got you, what I know it. You know, I know your story, right? But I want you to tell it to me as if I didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, first of all, like where you originally from? Well, matter of fact, where you at? Where you live at right now?
Well, let me tell you the story.
All right.
I was born in D.C. I grew up in South Carolina. And South Carolina, the humble beginnings, where I learned everything, where the influences came in. Um, I fell in love with music, and I fell in love with music at your grandmother's house. Um, your aunts had music like Belle and Jenny and Ron. Had the music lined up, so I've had a vast collection, a vast anthology of all the music that was hot during that time.
Yeah.
So when we were introduced to DeBarge and Michael Jackson and James Ingram and Parliament Funkadelic and Prince and
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder, Donny Hathaway, um, all these Marvin Gaye, all these remarkable people,
Yeah, I
and
remember.
who's this person on the front cover of this album? Because I was mesmerized as a kid, like, oh, look at this album, nigga got nice albums. They
Yeah.
dress nice. Rick James had all the best girls, and Ohio Players had the beautiful girls. You open it up, it'd be a girl in like a centerfold up in it. So we were mesmerized
The
by
Prince,
music because it was doing up.
the Prince posted not Jenny Room
Oh yeah, him on the unicorn on
on
the
the unicorn. Yeah.
on the wing on the Pegasus on that. That was a big influence because me and Francine used to go back and forth. Who was better, Prince or Michael Jackson? Prince or Michael Jackson? And over the years, I grew to have a big respect, not only for Michael, but for Prince, because I saw what Prince could do and I saw his abilities, and that's what separated Michael from Prince.
Yeah.
Mike was an entertainer. He
Yeah.
could jump on the stage and
Prince
he
was a
could just set it
magician.
on fire. Prince was like the musical
Yeah, he
Mozart of
was a
our
magician.
time.
Yeah. Yeah.
He played it. He had his own sound, and he did all the production, even for the time, for all the groups coming out of Minneapolis at that time. But music was an escape for me. Music was a total escape. And when I would go to your grandmother's house, and nobody's looking around after someone already played their music, I'll rush in to go find the music that I want to play, and I'll put it on the technique and play it over and over again and try to learn the song and secretly try to learn the song. But it was so much music in that house. Your Aunt Belle, she played the piano. It was Henrietta used to sing all the time. I remember when I was 10, maybe younger, and I knew one of the songs. And Henrietta wanted me to jump in a talent show at Bennettsville High School, and I was scared to death. I wasn't doing that, and I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm a kid. You're an older girl, and I'm singing this. No, so I wasn't really into like letting people know I know how to sing, because as we got older, hip hop was a huge influence as well.
Yeah.
But at that house, everything happened because all the choir rehearsals was there. Some of them. I just, I had such a desire to learn how to play the piano a little bit, so I kind of acquired some skills. But I would watch Bell and go to some churches and stuff and see these, instrumentalists, and they'd be playing and playing. I'm like, yo, I want to do that. I want to learn how to do that. I was fascinated by it. Just fascinated how I felt when I heard music,
Yeah.
So
it's crazy.
It was fun times.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember all that, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, and like we can't. And that's just something about, you know what I'm saying, like how we talk about life, man. Like how, and like people will be like saying like, oh man, it's because of my environment that this is why I am, the reason why I am, right? But see, this is a prime example of why that shit ain't even true, right? Because here it is, like you say, we grew up in the same houses, you know what I'm saying? The same same around the same family, the same upbringing, you know what I'm saying?
Getting the same switches.
The same shit, you know what I'm saying? With the same information and the same, discipline or lessons and shit, but yet and still, you chose the music and shit, go to school, be, you know what I'm saying? And me, I went into the streets, you know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
we talking about it there, it's like I remember one weekend, I'm coming to the crib on the weekends, and then the next weekend, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm hustling, I'm in the street, I'm like 15, 16 years old, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, we ain't come from that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't come from that type of, you know what I'm saying? But I guess like how you
We
had a
were
love.
fascinated. We were
Yeah,
fascinated as
I was
kids.
fast out. Yeah, I was. You know what I'm saying? And my theme, my draw, like was music too, but it was more. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, with hip hop came. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like the Rakims and KRS Ones and
That was
shit like
it.
that. You know what I'm saying? And so, man, like I said, we ventured off in the two, but it's, you know what I'm saying. But that's just, I was just saying that. You know what I'm saying? Was to say that, a lot of people try to be like, yo, it's because of my environment. You know what I'm saying? But I believe that, yeah, your environment can play a part in it, but at the same time, you have to choose the type of person you're gonna be while you live in that environment. And yeah, you may not have all the positive influences around you, but you have to search that shit out. Like if that's something you really want and you really want to have better and you really want to get out of those situations, then you have to search out people that's like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you may not find them right there in your current neighborhood, but they outside of your neighborhood. Because I tell people all the time, man, ain't nothing about living in poverty influence you to want better. It ain't nothing about living in that shit influence you because everything make you feel like you can't have nothing. It ain't until you venture out. It wasn't until I ventured out, man, that I started. And I wasn't born in poverty. I'm just saying, when I was in the streets, all I thought was it was about some street shit. But once I started to venture out and started to see that other people was living different, and it ain't to say that I didn't know that because I knew differently right and wrong. But I'm just saying, like, my understanding of what I could truly be, you know what I'm saying, didn't come until I really started getting around the type of people that showed me that if you flip that switch, you could do it too. But I just said that to say that, man. But you know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, so so when did you, when you left South Carolina, wait, after you left South Carolina, where did you go after you left South Carolina, right? When you finished high school? Because I remember, you know, say you was in high school, and then next thing you was gone.
Well, what happened was, I left and went to college. I went to Claflin in Orangeburg, South Carolina,
Okay.
and that's where everything began. That's where I ended up doing my first talent show because I had an obsession with Rakim. Was like my he still is my idol in
Mm.
regards to rap stars.
Hell
LL
yeah,
J,
man.
Rakim, Big Daddy
Yep.
Kane, you know, Karis One was very instrumental, you know, and all that music during that time, the Juice Crew, G Rap, all of them, it was very, very, very influential, and even that was during the time where Islam was presented to us.
Yeah.
5%
5% is the shit.
you know, knowing that you are the God, black man is God.
Yeah.
So that was presented to us because we were searching for information during that time. We were searching for something different than the fire and brimstone and the church because we didn't see people that looked like us in those books.
Yeah.
And I know our parents did what they could, but you know, it's just that we didn't see anybody emulating, you know, a black man or a black woman in those books. And when you started getting the history of why we started the religion and things of that sort, that's when we say, you know, we need to search for something original. We need to find out what is the core to us and where did we come from. But making a long story short, I hit college. I started doing. I did a talent show. I did a talent show against the actual group that I joined, and we met. I sang for them, and the group was named for that. Well, I can say I came up with the name Finesse, and it became an acronym when we were discovered by Kenny Green from Intro. But we were singing in the hallways, we were singing in the staircases, we were singing it at all the areas of the campus, South Carolina State, all over the place. And I kind of felt we had something. And you know, we started doing the tune by Anita Baker called Sweet Love, and that was it. I was singing it, and you know, King Malachi, aka Kurt, aka Aronde, came up with the bass line, and we was like take six with the different appeal, and we had style, and we had the rhythm. So we ended up winning a contest in Orangeburg for Apollo. So we did the Apollo. That was like 93, 94. We did the Apollo, and that was like a big moment. And
Yeah.
on the way there, we ended up meeting Kenny Green, Jeff Sanders, Buddy White from Intro, and they won the first dibs. And we were running around them. They were like our first family in the music game. And from there, we started seeing how, they were performing. We were meeting people like Bryce Wilson, who I ended up working with later on, Sean Combs. Um, it was crazy. Mary J. Blige and seeing that this guy wrote all the Mary J. Blige songs, so it's like it was a blessing to have been around when Kenny was alive because he passed
Yeah.
away in '98. But those were great times because we were excited. But the first scenario was when we sang at outside of Columbia Coliseum, and this is our first scenario before the Apollo. I know I'm doubling back, and the great Ricky Harris, comedian, was outside smoking a cigarette, and we were singing. He was, oh my God, you guys sound great. So y'all trying to get y'all in. And Bobby Brown was performing inside. He was on the Humping Around tour, and he got us to sing for Bobby's sister Tammy Brown, and then from Tammy we sang for Tommy Brown, who was Bobby's brother and who managed Bobby. So we ended
Okay.
up getting on stage and we sang Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Did a great job. We came on right after the shower. And then we went through the crowd. I saw some people from Venezuela. I was like, oh my God, we made it. Because years back, I told a friend of mine, Obi Moody, I said, yo, the next time I'm in this Coliseum, I'm going to be on the stage. And I kind of willed it in the sense, like, this is what I want to do to the universe. And it happened.
No,
So,
hey, hold up. This is where I have to come in.
come on.
Man, look here,
Come on.
man, you ain't will nothing. Hey, look, it ain't nothing just happened, man. You just told me that you and the boy was standing out in front of the motherfucking show singing, which means y'all said, look, we gonna go in front of this in front of this place and we just gonna sing. And if anybody hear us, so y'all had a plan and y'all went down there and y'all got there and that man heard y'all and he took y'all in there, y'all sung it for and at no point was y'all didn't never stop believing. Y'all kept singing it like, hey, and that's what got you on that stage. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I tell people,
Absolutely.
man, like don't just throw away all your hard work. Don't just act like shit just happened. You got to remember
Absolutely.
you did this. You the one that got up. Hey, look, you the one that said this is what I want to do. You just told us a whole story about how when you stayed at my grandma's house, you used to go listen to the albums and learn the songs and shit because you said this is what you wanted to do. You just told me that you told somebody, hey man, I'm gonna be on that stage one day the next time I come in here. This what you said. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? So that's how that's how that happened, man. So look, I just want to step. That's what I just want to say that right there, man. So y'all people, y'all know ain't nothing just happening.
Not
Put
a
in that
problem.
work, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, go ahead with it.
So from there, we got on stage. We sang. Then we sat behind Whitney, and it was Whitney, Chili, from TLC, T-Boz, and Left Eye. They were sitting in front of Whitney, and I was just sitting there marveled, looking at Whitney while Bobby was performing, doing the scenes on stage, and I was like, I gotta see how what is the reaction to see a husband up there, and she was just sitting there content, watching him, perform.
Whitney
So we
Houston.
ended up go ahead,
Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston.
Hey, word
So
up.
we sit behind Whitney, and I'm just staring because I'm like, oh my God, this is Whitney, I love Whitney. But we kept our composure. So Whitney said, follow me. So we follow her in the back way, like behind the stage area. And Bobby passed me with the towel on his head, gave me the heads up. I was like, this is Bobby Brown, I got Bobby big. Remember the big poster out on the wall?
Yeah.
The huge poster of Bobby Brown on the wall. So I was like, oh my God, we about to, I was like, we about to be in. We inside the building. So we in the backstage. Bobby's like maybe 10 steps away from us, and he has chairs around him, blocking him off from everybody else. And Whitney's standing over there with him. So we thought about we got to start singing now. So we started singing now from the gate. And next thing you know, Whitney comes over and we sing We Should Have a Crown. It's just like a gospel melody. And Whitney came over. She's like, oh my God, you guys sound great. Your harmonies, your melodies, the way y'all singing it. And she told us that they was starting Boss Town Records. And that's the label that her and Bobby had. But we know what happened. Unfortunately, that label didn't get off the ground, and
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
But it was that night was just a celebration because it let us know that we had something, and we kept at it. We could see an opportunity. So
Yeah.
that was the first scenario, and then we did the Apollo, the contest for the Apollo, and we got that. We headed up north, but in lieu of going up north, we decided to stop at the BRE, which is the Black Radio Music Convention, and that's where we met Intro. That's where we met the Shies, the Profile, Bryce Wilson, um, Little Joe from the Rude Boys. All these people were mesmerized in regards to how we sounded and the song we were singing, and we were just really hungry. They could see it. So we would sing for James Brown. He was in the bathroom combing his hair, and Buddy White put it on their documentary for Intro, and he was in there combing his hair, and we said, let's sing. We immediately started singing for the Godfather.
Yeah.
And when we were done, he turned around and said, hey, can y'all be in New York Monday morning? Because the scenario was going on over the weekend. We were in D.C.
Yeah.
And the guy from Intro, Kenny, stepped to him and said, hey, got his card? Yep, we got it. We'll be in contact. So we were doing that, making our rounds all through the whole, it was like a seminar. If seminars going on, it was like a whole black music convention, and everybody who was there, from Luke Skywalker with H-Town to Sylvia Rome, to every exec that you can name. And we
Hey.
happened to run it. Go ahead.
Yeah. And that's why, you know what I'm saying, that's a good segue, right? Because I talk about, you know what I'm saying. And me and you had this conversation, man. It's about that's why, man, I say, like me and you was talking about, like doing how we like for us doing the show marketing and how to about going certain ways. And I was like, yo, cuz, man, I don't even really I ain't really doing it. I ain't really doing no marketing. Besides the shit I do, I ain't paying nobody. I ain't doing none of that shit. I said, because I just want to be successful. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, right, that I could do all that, right? I could pay to have all that kind of shit, right? And then all of a sudden, here it is. So I become famous overnight, right? But now, guess what? I ain't as prepared as I should be, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it happened like that. But see the route I'm going, you know what I'm saying? Because I just want to be successful. That way I'm getting better and better at everything that I'm doing from editing to motherfucking promotions to coming up with my own logos to doing all these things right. And it's taking me time, but like I say, I'm just becoming more successful at what I'm doing. So if the time come where I do it, I'm ready. Because now I got my own website already. I got a book already wrote. I got content that I already created. I got a fan base. I mean, I don't call it a fan base. I got some people that fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, I got 3,000. I ain't got like I got 3,100 people that fuck with me. You know what I'm saying?
It's a
And
start.
sometimes and like I said, sometimes it go up, but it ain't gonna go. It don't never go past that 31 because that's the core people who really fuck with me, right? And that's how I'm gonna get known. I'm gonna get known because of the people that come on, like they come and watch this show right here. They gonna tell somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be a conversation or something that I'm saying, or somebody like you on here may say tonight that may spark them to say, "Hey man, I think you need to go listen to Uncut." Because hey yo, my man talking some shit. So that's why I said it, man, and that's why, like I said, like well, the way you going and they're saying like people have to understand, man, like it take, you know what I'm saying? You can't overstep, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't saying you can get out here and do some shit, man. And like I said, you can catch on real quick. But sometimes your talent can have you in places mentally you're not ready to be in. You know what I'm saying? So like you told when you tell your story, you around Whitney Houston, Bobby Brown, you around all these people that you looked up to at live, right? What about if you weren't mentally ready to be around the folks? You'd be out there, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? They'd be like, why he acting? He tripping. You know what I'm saying? But because mentally you was like, look, I'm good, I'm chilling because you understood what the bigger picture. But I'm just saying, speaking to like people who may not understand that part of it. Like you have to be mentally ready to be around some of these people you look up to. Because if
Absolutely.
not, you will do some boo-boo shit. You'll be out here doing some old
Absolutely.
lane shit. You know what I'm saying? And now it go back to what I tell people: your talents get you hired, but who you are gonna get you fired. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, who
We
you
got to put
yeah,
that on a t-shirt. We got to put that on a t-shirt. That's hot.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, hey, and I don't talk about people, but that's just like something, you know what I'm saying, what Shannon Sharp going through right now. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And so, but we gonna get back, we gonna get off that to come back to this. But
We will
look,
get back to
so
that.
so check this out, right? I want to ask you this right here. So now, all right, you done met this right here, right? So let's get into the part where you start writing for people and shit, right?
Got
And
it.
talk about like what was that experience like? Like how did you get into writing for like Latifah and Case and some of just put your resume out there for these people, man.
Okay.
Let them know,
Okay.
take these clowns, man. This goddamn Juan Adams, man. This motherfucker
Okay,
was
good enough.
puzzle,
All right.
man.
So during that time with music,
Man, fuck that.
so
Yeah.
so so during that time, it was the music business was totally different than it is now. Back then, you were selected. They seeked you out and they found you. They knew somebody that knew somebody, almost like how the gatekeeper, whatever how they said. They had that type of scenario set up where they were looking and seeking certain people out. It was no Voice. It was no America's Top Idol, whatever that thing is called. It was none of
Yeah.
that stuff.
Instagram,
It was
Facebook, that
nobody.
is shit.
Instagram was no social media, nothing.
Yeah.
And we were singing in subways. We were singing in Grand Central Station. We were singing, walking down the street like a commercial, and just let them know that it's five guys from South Carolina, and
Yeah.
these guys got something special. That's what we tried to do.
Okay.
So when we hit the city, um, we did the like I said, we did the Apollo, and then after the Apollo, we pretty much got the attention of different executives, from Andre Rao to Devontae, um, to Q-Tip gave us our first offer. We sang for Q-Tip at Def Jam, and he called upstairs, and we was singing for the A&R department, and he just called on the phone, and Russell's driver Kenny Lee was like, the Q-Tip just called. He just want to know, can he be in your
Russell
life?
Simmons.
Russell Simmons
Russell
driver.
Simmons.
Yeah,
Okay.
Russell Simmons
Okay.
driver. We don't get to Russell. So, make a long story short, the big deal that came in was from Puff. Puff was formulating Bad Boy. He was putting everything together. He was actually working out of his house. He had Chucky Thomas, Nasheen, Merrick, D. Dot, everybody at Scarsdale. Everybody's there. Usher's there. He's working on Usher's album. And we excited because, we've been getting ready to be a part of a movement. He was working on Big, Craig Mack. I didn't even know about Craig Mack until later on. But I knew Big was always around. So the deal came through. We had managers that were managing us at the time that we had a discrepancy about what percentage they were getting. So some were going to taking the deal and going to other labels and trying to shop the deal. Me, I'm corresponding with Puff and trying to get the music. Working with what's his name from Poke from Trackmasters because they was working on Usher's album. So my goal was like I need to jump on this album because I started writing early and I just picked up a knack of writing songs. So a lot of the songs we were singing were songs that I had written early. So when the deal came, something happened in regards of them trying to shop for Michael Jackson, and now we're with Jerry Greenberg, Michael's partner, singing for him, trying to get signed to MJJ by way of Brownstone, Nikki, my girl Nikki, and for some reason, Puff was not feeling that. He was like, hold up, I offer you a deal, and the management is running around taking the deal, trying to get other deals. So our last stop was with SWV after going through the channels of finally, things slowing down and we having to regroup. So we regrouped with Maureen Singleton, who managed SWV at the time. She was living in Brooklyn. We moved in her crib, and we were there, around the corner from Gangstar and them. And Guru, we see them on the block all the time. The whole the whole crew. I forgot the name of the crew, but it was Group Home. It was those guys, the guys that had the song back in the day. But we were there, and when the scenario was they were gonna base us getting signed if Ruben Rodriguez was gonna sign us. He was head of Pendulum at the time. He had Dick Blue Planets and some other artists. So that didn't work out. We went home. But before that, I had talked to Puff. And Puff was like, where are you guys? I done spent all this money with Kenny Marcellus and, spent $10,000 with him, and y'all supposed to sign these contracts. And he was very pissed off about that. So we left, went back to South Carolina. I started getting phone calls. They wasn't calling for the group anymore. They was calling for me. It was like, they don't want the group, they want you. So the first call I got was from Kenny Smooth, Kenny Get Money, Carnegie. And he was formerly Spoil Rotten. And he had just signed Change of Faces. Had a big hit R. Kelly had written. And he wanted me to be his first artist on Spoil Rotten. At the time, I was still in conjunction with Puff, conversating, still calling the house, and always home and bad boy. We're gonna link up. We're gonna do this. Let's do a group thing. So I told him that Kenny was offering the deal. He said, I think you should be in a group first. I think, we could formulate a group like a Blackstreet because Teddy Riley was very big back in the day, and everybody wanted to be Teddy Riley. And he wanted to do that. He wanted to be in a group. So with Kenny, he ended up signing Case. And just so they could have the essence of me and my vibe on that album, I ended up working with Case on his first album. So all the songs Mary wrote, all the songs that Faith wrote, and even the songs that we wrote together, I had to go and do vocal production on all of those songs just to make it right, just to tweak it, just to make sure he's singing at his best. And, just building a relationship with Case at the time. Me, him, and 88 Keys, we writing and coming up with the songs. And that was, it was a first opportunity, where everything was a big check then,
Yeah.
and I got people from the publishing companies like, they were very excited about Case's first album. For some reason, it didn't jump as it should, but with Touch Me Tease, it kind of got him his edge. So I also did Miss Jones' album as well, first album, Tasha Jones. She was the radio personality with Star and Buck Wild, and she's on AZ, Sugar Hill, and I ended up writing on her first album. And that was a great opportunity, great experience. And after that, I ended up working with Shaquille O'Neal on his album, You Can't Stop the Rain, with him and Notorious B.I.G. So we're
Yeah.
down at Shaq's house.
Oh, classic.
Easy down Shaquille O'Neal in Orlando. So we're there. You got AZ Nas, you got Sauce Money, you got Lord Tariq, Peter Guns, Kevin Mitchell was managing at the time. Garesso was another person. I'm trying to think of his name, but I can't think of his name now. But it was another management who passed away. Who was very, 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 very influential in getting things together. So Shaq, we worked on Shaq, and I ended up working with Jane Child from Loose Ends. The group Loose Ends, the female from that group. She sang, the person who actually sang the song, they got her to sing the song again. So I did vocal production in California with her. And from there, ended up working with Warren G on his Can You Feel It song. I was working with Dr. Dre with Nancy Fletcher, who sang on Keep Your Head Ringing. That was his daughters at the time, doing Aftermath, the beginning of Aftermath. So I was out there working with her, working with Mark Sparks, who brought out Sunshine Anderson in Charlotte. And then after that, I came back, and that's when I started working with Latifah.
Oh, okay.
A lot of ghostwriting for her on our Order in the Court album. I'm actually on Yes, No. I wrote a couple of songs on the album. We ended up going on tour. I ended up going on tour with her. I did a little tour with her. That was a great scenario. I never did that before. So it was a wonderful experience. Nikki D.
Oh, okay.
Ken Do. Who ended up marrying Mary J. Blige. Joy. Who's on tour with D'Angelo right now. Gift Wife.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're still married or not, but she was on tour as well with us. And it was a great experience because we did like the East Coast.
Oh, okay. Well, look, cuz, look at cuz, look. We've been shouting out a lot of people. You know what I'm saying, and get your credentials out here. But look at this, what we gonna do, man. You know what I'm saying? Because some people, they might have not caught that when we first came in. What we gonna do, man? We gonna give them a motherfucking little taster. You know what I'm saying, Mr. Juwan motherfucking Adams, with your newest motherfucking single, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, won't you introduce this motherfucker, man, and we gonna got them give it to the people, man.
Yo, this is Juwan Adams, and I'm happy to be here with my cousin, Big you know, and he's gonna drop it and let you see this first single I got, Happy Home. Much love. Roll it.
Go.
Time, but someone else was on your mind. When I saw you, I just asked myself why did you bring up this happy home? Girl, I wanna know, won't you tell me why? Now I'm sitting here in this house all alone, yeah. I saw you walking hand in hand with him, and I thought my eyes would reveal. Couldn't believe that it was real, but there you were. My heart began to flood with pain. I felt the strangest feeling, like the kind you get when you know you've been played. I thought our love was strong. I guess that I was so wrong about you, yeah. But what you did to me, you ripped my heart into pieces, and I
There he is again, folks. There we is again back with motherfucker. You already know what it is, man. My motherfucking cousin, man. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Juwan motherfucking Adams in this bitch, man. You know what I'm saying? So just want to welcome you back to the motherfucking show, man. Anybody, man, that stuck around, man, that's been around since the show started, man. Thank you so motherfucking much, man. Like I said, man, I'm honored, you know what I'm saying? Not only to have Juwan Adams here, but also you have y'all here too. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, man, without y'all, who am I? Big motherfucking Unc, I thought you motherfucking knew, man. I mean, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Man, I do this because I love to do it, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, I thank y'all for being here, man, but I was going to show up, man. You know what I'm saying? I was going to show up. I'm telling you, man, because this is what I love to do, man. And like I told you, like I said, man, I'm the opening act. You know what I'm saying? I know I ain't the nigga who you really came to, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, motherfucker, who you ain't come to see, you know, but like I said, when the light's still on, they trying to get people to get it, come on inside and get settled. You know, that's who I am. You know what I'm saying right now? But hey, man, like I told you, man, hey, look, my goal to be successful, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so until that time come, man, I'm just gonna keep being successful, man. But like I said, man, welcome back to the motherfucking show. I'm your motherfucking man, Big Ump, man. And that's motherfucking Juwan, motherfucking Adams, man. And that was just happy motherfucking home, man. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, I'm telling you, man, hey, man, I'm trying to tell you, man, if you got somebody in there with you, man, you want that motherfucker to be happy, don't you? Can't be walking. Hey, you can't have no fucked up home, man. Well, I ain't saying you can't have one, but you can have whatever the fuck you want to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if that's what you want to choose to do, yeah, you want to have a better life out there in the streets than you do at your own house, then that's on you. Man, I tell you, man, I'm telling you, man, I be home, man. Because I told you the other day, man, I won't be out there. Fuck that. Man, it costs to go out there in that world, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. But like I said, man, you know, we back again, man. We back, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, folks, you know what I'm saying? This is motherfucker Mr. Juwan Adams, you know what I'm saying? Yo, my family, true family, man. You know, we came up together, you know what I'm saying? Slept in the same bed, you know what I'm saying? Literally, you know what I'm saying, with them heavy ass covers at grandma's house, you know what I'm saying? We got them cover heavy as hell, them quilts. They call quilts, goddamn it. Big ass quilts you laid up under with the goddamn, and the bed was still had the goddamn like he was in jail in that motherfucker. I'm telling you, fuck around. Oh, hey, you can't. We hear you, man. We can hear you. Yep. You might need to click. You might have to click out and come back in. You know what I'm saying? I'll hold it down till you come back, though. Yo, but yeah, you know what I'm saying, people. But like I said, man, hey.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm right here. I think that might. Can you hear me? You might need to click out and come back in. Hey, people, this is why I say, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm gonna have to come back in this motherfucker. But look, people, this is why I say, look, man, you ain't got control over everything. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got control over everything. You know what I'm saying? Cause see, if I thought I had control over what just happened, man, I'd probably be losing my motherfucking mind. I ain't got control. Let's see, look right there. He right back. He done came right back. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Cuzzo?
Cuzzo.
What's up? See what I'm saying, people? That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just got to chill, man. Just do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Don't be goddamn out this motherfucker get throwed off because some shit didn't go your way. Shit, man. Shit, just keep getting up every day and keep doing the right thing until it go your way. Don't be out here, you know what I'm saying? Cause like I said, man, you ain't got control over everything, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't be tripping off that shit, man. Like I told him, hey man, hey, go and get shit straight, man. I'm gonna be right here holding it down till you came back. You went and got a shit straight, came back. Now we back. They ain't skipped a beat of nothing. You know what I'm saying? I went around this motherfucker panicking and oh Lord, what I'm doing? Nah, fuck that, man. I got a job to do, man. And I got to do what I got to do, man. And that's get on this motherfucker and talk this shit, man, and inspire y'all to get up every motherfucking day and change your own motherfucking life, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I just told my cousin, man, you ain't nothing just happening. You gonna have to put in some lot of work and some time and some dedication and some belief and some trust in your motherfucking self that no matter what you go through in life, man, you can get through this shit, man. And I ain't saying you can get through it because I can tell you, because I'm telling you that shit. I'm telling you can get through that shit whether or not you believe it or not. And guess what? You got through some shit you still ain't believe you got through. That's how you ended up here. But anyway, man, back to the motherfucking show, man. Like I said, I just want to say thank y'all, man, and welcome y'all back to the motherfucking show. I'm your motherfucking Big Thump. This is motherfucking Juwan motherfucking Adams. And yo, we here to motherfucking talk this shit, man. So look, cuz, hey, check this out, right? So, all right. So now, you know what I'm saying? The music thing. So now, you you tough the music. Now you like, you know what I'm saying, it ain't work, you know what I'm saying, ain't go the way you wanted to go. So you go into you know what I'm saying, this next chapter of your life, you know what I'm saying, fatherhood, marriage, you know what I'm saying, and
Right.
you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
and so you know what I'm saying. So now, you know what I'm saying, the music thing ain't, you know what I'm saying, but so you go into this right here. So how what was that transition to like, you know what I'm saying, you know, when it's something that you like, you really felt like, yo, this is what I'm gonna do, but then now you got to pivot because you seeing that, hey, maybe this ain't working right now, and I got to be.
Right.
What was that transition like? You know what I'm saying? What was that like when you had to come to realize, like, man, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was that like, and what brought you to that point?
So what happened was during that time, you could see to 06, music started to change. That was during the time where everybody started to move down to Atlanta. So you got all my producers, everybody I know that's in the music business is migrating to Atlanta. I'm like, why is everybody going to Atlanta? And Atlanta was looked upon as being Atlanta milk and honey at that time. And it was like Black Hollywood. Everything was just, it's like striking oil. So I still had the luxury of still working with them via, through the internet. We do a session. I can FaceTime on the Mac and bring you in, and he'll make, my producer and friend, Chop Diesel, will produce it and mix it and do everything right there where we didn't have to go anywhere because technology was so fast during that time. So it kind of made up for me not being around. But in some sequence, I wish that I would have moved down south. But if I moved down south, I wouldn't have met, the joys of my life, my daughters. That wouldn't have happened. So I always feel like, it was, my daughters was like the changing point. And my mother would always say, I know you love doing music, but also make sure you have a job and have some form of stability and have something going on for yourself. So me, I was raised in the church. My parents taught me how to speak, how to conduct business well, and I just went, and got into the financial market. And I did the financial market from '07 to now. I'm still involved. But it's smart in this day and time to have some form of foundation. So if it's something that you want to do, at least you still got something going, and you could pivot and make other moves and things that you want to do. But in '07 when my parents passed away, I kind of lost the love of like really doing it. It was before the kids,
Yeah,
prior to having kids, and it was like it wasn't the same anymore. I mean, it was auto tunes, and everybody would sound like robots. So a guy like me that sang, I felt like didn't have a real place unless I was sounding like the Bionic Man or something like that. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Larry
so
Troutman and shit, Zap.
I'm like, hold up, they're not even checking for people that sing no more. Then
Yeah,
Future, disrespect the Future, and T Pain had it on the chokehold for a long time. I mean, for a long time. And then
man.
Hov came out with
Yeah,
that for the auto tune.
yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like, ooh, okay, maybe some hope. Right now, T Pain's not singing with auto tune. That it's like that was a fad that.
Yeah,
But some
because T
picked it
Pain
up.
can really sing though.
T Pain can really sing.
That nigga can
He
really
can really sing.
sing.
I remember when he was with the Nappy crew, the Nappy Boys, whatever. And
Yeah,
I heard about him before that because I knew some people in Flavor Unit that was talking about what Akon was doing, and I think they had the music before in the office. I don't know if it was Latif had it or Paul had it or one of those guys from Flavor Unit at the time. And he just blew. He just blew. I mean, he went crazy. But I kind of felt that time, even Ron Browse, he was doing it too. Everybody was doing all of it, but that was some Teddy Riley shit, really. It was
yeah.
really Roger Troutman, then Teddy Riley. Teddy Riley made it crazy. He's an architect, and I just felt no love for the music at the time. Like, man, I'm not doing nothing. And I was sitting on a whole bunch of music I recorded and shopped, and I wouldn't want to do nothing. But when I in 2010, when I had my daughter, Callista, that's when I was like, you know what? I really, you can't, something that you always been in love with, I don't care what it is, can't run from it because it's going to haunt you and be tapping you on the shoulder like, yo, what are you doing? And then something's going to remind you like, this is what you're supposed to be doing. You know, besides everything else, this is the reason why you moved up here. I mean, you've been embedded and intertwined in this for a long time, and you know too much. You know, you need to be doing this. So that's when I talk to Chop. That's
Because
that's
I will cut you off because I'm gonna tell you something about that right there, right? And like you talk about, like when it's something that you know that you really love to do, it's something that you really want to do, and you ain't doing it. It's like
right,
you always had. You say you have always had tap on you, man. Because see, that's what your passion do. See, man, like your passion, man. No matter like when you ain't got. See, that's one thing about when you get away from your passion. You're not as happy. You're not as happy and as full with joy and life without your passion. You know what I'm saying? See, your passion is something that when ain't nothing right going on in this world or may not be going on in your life, you can rely on your passion to make you feel a little bit better. Whether if
right,
it's cooking, whether if it's just cooking. You know what I'm saying? It could be, you know what I'm saying, like you say, singing. It could be
right,
writing songs. It could
right,
be goddamn, like what I love to do, just talking
right,
this shit. Like, man, like when I get on here and do this, man, this shit be like, man, I'm telling you, bro, I can't wait when 6 o'clock comes on Monday. Every Monday when it's about six, I'm in this bitch, bro. Like I'm in the back of a arena waiting to come out for the fight. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm finna tear this shit up. I know what I'm finna do when I get out here, man. You know what I'm saying? And I do it with no reluctance, man. Like I said, without even, man, like I don't know who gonna watch this, man, or if anybody gonna be on this motherfucker, but I know I'm gonna be on here, man. Cause this is what I love to do, man. And sometimes, man, if I don't, when I'm not doing what I love to do, and I might sometimes, man, that's why I don't really take breaks, bro. I come up with different, like, say, if I'm doing this for a long time, and I kind of I'm gonna come up with another show,
mm-hmm.
so I could transition just to keep doing, man. And that's why I say get better and better, man. And that's why I encourage people, man. Like, I don't give a fuck if you doing it for free. I don't give a fuck if it's just a hobby. Always stay connected to your passion. Always stay trusting that your passion gonna get you through all these things that you may be going through in your life, man. See, when you
Right,
give up on your passion for other shit because you believe, man, I'm telling you. But one thing I know about now, man, your passion can change your circumstances now, man. You could take what you truly love to do something you've just been doing for free and make millions off of that shit. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? If you trust and believe in who you are and trust and believe that, man, what you do is what you hear and what you hear meant to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's a conversation me and you had. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to like, you know what I'm saying, you getting back into this music shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like how, you talk about how it even make you start to think about your life different. You know what I'm saying? Start to make you think about, man, I need to take more better care of myself because I need to be here
right,
for my daughters and shit. You know what I'm saying? But like when you
absolutely,
ain't got that and you know what I'm saying? And that's because, man, when you get back to your passion, man, your passion will give you energy, man, and and give you back that motivation. It'll give you
absolutely,
back that motivation that you may have lost 5, 10 years ago. Or you
yeah,
might have just lost yesterday.
right,
But back to that, man. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I just wanted to say that, you know what I'm saying? Because like I say, man, this is uncut. And you know what I'm saying? I try to find a way to cut in and you know what I'm saying, share my thoughts and give my things about that, man. But I encourage anybody, man.
most exuberantly, yeah. It's
Man,
and we need that. We need to hear, your thoughts on these life scenarios. But you know, as I was saying,
yeah,
you just can't run from it. You can't run
yeah,
from it. And it's like, when you hear, I got songs that coming in my head and melodies and stuff like that. And then I had my daughter, Calista, and I'm like, whoa, I gotta do something. I gotta, you want to have a legacy for your family. You want to have like things where, you know, oh, my father made this contribution to the world, and that's pretty much what you want to have. You want to motivate them that it's never too late, and you can do whatever you want to do if you put your mind to it.
yeah,
Put your best
yeah,
foot forward, as my boy Akil would say. Put your best foot forward, and that's what I said. I got to do. I got to start filming. I got to learn this content. I got to learn editing, like how you got it. I got to learn everything, and I got to put my best foot forward. So last year I started, filming. And I said, you know what? Let's do it. I was talking every day religiously with Chop, who was like educating me in this digital process and what I needed to have and what I needed to do, what I needed to sign up for. Because now it's different. Before you had the no disrespect to L.A. Reid. L.A. Reid had the rule that you couldn't be a certain age. It was only for the youth, which is still a young man's game.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
music to me is infinite. It has no age on it. It's like we still listen to music that we listened to way back because the
yeah,
music is timeless. So
yeah,
that's what you want to do. You want to put out timeless music that's going to surpass years and years and years, things of that sort. So um, that's what I want to do now. I just want to put out great music. I want to enjoy what I'm doing. I love making music. I love making people happy. I want to see people's expression, how they feel about it. What I'm doing makes them happy and the vibration hits their hearts. That's the most important thing to me right now. And showing my kids that, like I said, anything is possible. You put your mind to it. That you could be a plumber like my father was. You could be a baker. Anything you want to. But if you have a love for something else or just have a desire, gift to do
yeah,
something else,
yeah,
plug into it. Tap
yeah,
into it because it's there for a reason. It's just something you came in the world with. The desire for that gift and tapping into it. So like right now, the Happy Home, I said, I put it out. It's to DistroKid. It's on every platform from iTunes to Pandora to Tidal to Amazon Music. You can get it anywhere now, and that's a great thing because you want everyone to hear your music. YouTube, it's there if you want to hear it, but it's just my testament of life stories that everybody has already experienced or may have experienced or never experienced, but I'm just telling stories. I'm telling things that I experienced. Most of my writing is about real stuff, and what I see and what I experience. So, it's a blessing to be breathing. Like we talk about the health. Yeah, that too. Working on that health and getting the weight down and doing a lot of fasting and stuff like this, because you want to be able to, perform these songs and be on stage and looking right and you know, being healthy and being strong for your family. So, health is wealth. You can't do nothing without the health. The health is most
man.
important. Kudos to you. You get up every morning, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, you doing your things. I get up too. And when I was calling you early, we were talking earlier, I was doing my walk, getting my steps
Yeah,
in, and, doing that
yeah.
because that's the best part of it, making yourself feel good inside and out,
Oh yeah, man. They hey, got them how shiny your car is when that motor ain't got no worth a damn. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? That
When that
motherfucker, hey,
carburetor
hey,
go out, when that
that motherfucker,
transmission go out.
that motherfucker just look good sitting still. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? you try to
Exactly.
move that, you
Exactly.
try to move that motherfucker, you be like, all right, damn. But yeah, man.
He ain't
But
going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere.
hey,
Yeah.
but you know what I'm saying? But that's it, man. And that's you know what I'm saying, that's the thing about life, right? And how I talk about, and in the beginning, we young and shit, and I did a show last other week about the Dunning Kruger effect, and it's about everybody start out in life. When you first born, and you know what I'm saying, you start getting a little taste of this shit. You about 16 years old. You think you know everything about the world. You think you know
Absolutely.
everything about life because you only have a small portion of it, right? So with that small
Absolutely.
portion, you feel like, oh man, this is everything, but that ain't even half of everything. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't even that.
But you have to get to that point in life, man, that you have to accept that you don't know everything about life. You know what I'm saying? And because you don't, and once you accept that, it'll make you feel bad. It'll make you feel kind of depressed and down and out because you'll feel like, damn, look how much time I wasted bullshit and just thinking I knew everything. But at the same time, you got to brush that shit off, man, and get on with life. But it's easier.
Yeah.
It's easier once you done accepted that because then now you able to learn. You know what I'm saying? You don't go into everything thinking you know everything about everything. You don't meet people, and just because you've been around them 2 or 3 weeks, you think you know everything you need to know about this person. You don't go into an opportunity thinking because you already prepared the night before that you know everything about what you need. No, you have to be open, man. You have to be aware of that because life is ever changing. I have a quote, man. Well, it's not my quote, you know what I'm saying, but it's a quote that I heard, and it's about, it say that a man never steps in the same river twice. And the reason that is because the man is ever changing, and so is the river. You know what I'm saying? So you will never do something twice, right? Like you'll be like, yeah, man, I'm gonna just try it again. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? And the reason it's different because you more prepared than you was the first time. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? And so because of that, you're not that same person that you was when you might have first tried to do what you tried to do and it didn't work out. Now that you coming
Right.
back and you didn't give up, you more prepared. And so that's why when I talk that shit and I tell people, man, I ain't gonna never fail in life, man. I ain't gonna never fail because I understand, man, as long as I never fucking give up. See, I always thought, man, personally, that failure came with wins. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like that was part of the process. I never, when I was a kid, I ain't all that. But once I got out to that world and I got involved in life at an early, man, I done been through so many ups and downs, man. But every time I got right, it was because I had to go through some shit, man. So I just always accepted, like, yo, it ain't. But now I understand that it's a difference, though, right? Now I ain't sacrificing, my time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't far as like being taken away from me and shit like that. I sacrifice my time, meaning the time I have on this earth to go out here and do these things and search out this type of information that's going to allow me to be able to learn these things I need to learn so I can become better at the things I want to become better at. Because like I tell people all this all the time, cuz this is how you know when you truly in love with something. No matter what it is, it could be your car, it could be your wife, it could be your job, it could be whatever your whatever. When you truly love something, you gonna always try to figure out what can I do to make this what I love better. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can I do? Like, this is like talking on. I like to talk the shit, but I had to learn how to do other shit to make this shit better. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn how to edit. I had to learn how to motherfucking goddamn use AI. I had to learn how to motherfucking goddamn get on here and all this shit that you see. I told y'all everything that y'all see. This is me. Me and my wife behind the scenes putting this shit together. You know what I'm saying? And creating these different ideas and all these things. This is what I do, man. All because it started from the love of me, just like to talk shit. I just like to talk this shit. I like to tell people how great they are. I like to inspire people to get up every motherfucking day and be the reason that you winning. Because if you won't be the reason because if you ain't gonna be the reason you winning, you're gonna be the reason you losing. So I just want motherfuckers to take accountability for their life. Take accountability for the shit you doing. Because like I told you the other day, cuz the reason life's so easy for me, man, because I live life day by day. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way they come, day by day. Meaning I get up every day. And the only thing I'm focusing about today, from the time I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning, I started focusing about what I needed to do for today. So at 4 o'clock, me and my wife was in the gym at 4:30. We worked out for an hour. After we did that, I thought about what I need to do when I get back to the house. Once I got back there, I started doing it. I think about everything I need to do today. So that way, I'm always where I need to be at for the day. I'm not focusing on about next year. I'm not focusing on about what I want life to be. I'm not focused on what I think life should be. I'm thinking about what life is today. Because for today, this is all I got to deal with, man. You know what I'm saying? And then look, and it's Monday, and I get to do what I love to do the most, man. I get to get on this motherfucker. I get to talk my shit. I get to create content. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? I get to goddamn chill with my motherfucking cousin. My goddamn this family right here. You
They don't
know what I'm
know.
saying? Man, come on, man. Come on, man. Hey, look. Hey, cuz, like I said, man. Hey, this why I don't get on this motherfucker and pump fake, man. You know what I'm saying? This why when I wrote this book right here, man, I wrote this motherfucker with the truth all the way through it, man. Because guess what? You gonna read it and you gonna say, man, cuz wasn't doing that. Cuz, but
I
you
know.
know, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, you chose your the route you went, like I said, you was in college and you know what I'm saying, and got a music family, you know what I'm saying? And we brought up on the same background, the same come up. But I chose the streets. I chose to go out here and hustle. I chose to get out here, man, and make choices that took me down a situation, took me into some situations that mentally I wasn't probably prepared to be in, but I had to get prepared to be in them. I had to, so I became somebody earlier than I should have been that I should have been late on in life. You know what I'm saying? For us, like mentally. But
Right.
but look, like I said, Motherfucker asked me one time, say, man, say, oh man, if you could go back and change anything, would you? I say, hell no, because I know where I end up. I know where I ended up. Why would I go back and change anything I did back then, knowing I'm gonna end up where I'm at right now in my life? Nigga, I'm good. Man, I'm married. I'm happy. I'm married to my best friend and my motherfucking partner, man. You know what I'm saying? Been together going on 11 years, been married going on 6. That's my mother. That's who I rock with every day. Every fucking day. I don't go no way. Hey, we right here chilling. You know what I'm saying? That's my confidant. That's man, like I told you, I ain't the only motherfucker I call every day and check on is my wife. My friends, man, I ain't finna call you every day. I ain't finna do none of that shit. Cause I hope you out here trying to get your shit together and be more productive for your motherfucking family. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But guess what? Because I done lost a lot of people that I considered my friends simply because I didn't call them all the time. And that's the crazy thing to do when you got somebody like me in your life. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna do nothing but inspire you. I ain't finna call you with no bullshit. I ain't finna ask you to goddamn get me out of no bullshit. I ain't finna bring no negativity that I may have going on in my life into your life. I'm the type of nigga, cuz I'm gonna deal with what I got to deal with on my own. Then I'm gonna tell you about it later. But that's what I want you to be most surprised about. I want you to be surprised that I went through something you ain't even know I was going through and came out of on top, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Saying, and that's the same thing what you did, cuz. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of motherfuckers they be wonder, damn, Juwan, this what you I thought he was gonna do this right here. But they missing the big picture. Yeah, you left Bittersfield wanting to be the great nigga and all that right here. But guess what you became though? Dad, though, my guy. You became the greatest dad.
Yeah, those are the truth.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. So guess what? So guess what? Hey, the music brought you everything you really wanted in life, man. You know what I'm saying? So now that you got everything you wanted, now you could go back to doing what you love for no reason at all, but for that you loved it. See, back then, cuz you was doing it because you wanted some other things that music would have brought with that. You know what I'm saying? And so you really
during that time I wanted just to do music. I was just so intrigued with music and these people I've been listening to all my life. I wanted to be out. I wanted to have music out early. It's kind of like it's like an idea as kids. You know what? I wanna be in the music business. I wanna put music out. I wanna do everything that I'm doing now on that level. And
but what I'm saying,
yeah.
But what I'm saying, right, is that's true, right? But guess what? Just think if you was as mentally prepared now, back then, right? Just say, hey, look, do what I'm saying. Just say just say you didn't get a lot of them fast breaks that you got back then, right? And you had to go through a little bit more to where you started to learn not only the singing part, but the business part. And the you feel me?
We didn't know the business part at the beginning. We was done to that. We was all
because
married in the beginning.
Because all y'all wanted to do was y'all just love to sing. You know what I'm saying? But that's
look fly and one of the girls. That was it.
But that's why I tell you got to know more than what you love to do. You know what I'm saying? You got to know more than what you love. And so that's why when I talk that shit and I tell people like what I do. You know what I'm saying? And that's why hey look, I don't want this shit. Hey, look, I'm fine the way my shit going now. Because at the end of the day, man, I'm just trying to get a check out this shit. You know what I'm saying? But I do it because I love to do it. But I'm doing it as long as I've been doing it, because I know if I don't never stop doing it, someday they're gonna pay me to do this shit, man. I just don't know what day it's gonna be. But I know I'm gonna create the content and on the low, and guess what? And I'm gonna get up every day and I'm gonna do it. Because guess what, man? I just want to tell people how great they are, man. And if somebody gonna pay me to do that, man, then goddamn it, let's get it going. But I just say, man, you know, with that, when we talk about what your thing, man, it's like, and that's why I say, man, like people, you be wanting things to happen, and you know, I'm not into anybody that's listening, you know, like be patient, right? Like don't worry about none of that other shit. That shit gonna happen based off the work you put in. If you get up every day and you continue to do the things you know you should be doing and that you need to be doing to make these things and these ideas that you may have happen in your life, then just put in the work. Just put in the work. You ain't got to worry about, see, those things that you really be worried about, you ain't got no control over. And then what it'll do, it'll start to make you doubt the work that you've been doing. Because you might think that why ain't this thing happening for me when it happened for them? But hey, you ain't, and even if you're doing the same thing they doing, man, you might be doing it for a whole different reason. And so that's why I tell like that, and that's why me and you had the conversation where I talk about like you have to ask yourself, do you want to be famous or do you want to be successful? Because see, you can get rich at being either one of them. It's just that one of them gonna cost you more than the other one gonna cost you. See, just to be successful, all you got to do is get up every day and just do what you love to do and just get better at doing that shit. That's how you become successful. But if you want to be famous, it's gonna take the world to make you famous. And if you ain't in love with what you say you in love to do, you will be switching up what you doing all the time. Because the minute that you ain't getting all the clicks you think you should be getting for doing it this way, you'll be like, well, maybe I need to switch it. I see and then now you sounding like everybody and doing what everybody else doing. But if you just stick to what you do, eventually, the dream, the field of dreams say, if you build it, they will come.
Absolutely.
If you build it, they will come. You got to build it. Some of y'all ain't built nothing. Some of y'all just got the dugout. Y'all ain't got the lights up, ain't got no way for nobody to sit at. You just got your stage. You just got where you gonna perform at, and you think you ready. Man, you got to get ready, man. Because one thing Pharrell said, Pharrell say, if you got a business with no creativity, you ain't got shit. Meaning if you got an idea, but you ain't got no creativity about how you can make this idea better, man, you gonna be fucked up. And if you got an idea and you ain't got no business behind it, somebody gonna take advantage of it. Meaning if you out here and you may love to do what you say you love to do, but you don't know how to goddamn get it started. You don't know which direction you should go in. Somebody will see exactly what you're doing, and they'll say, I can get some money out of this right here. And they'll get you up under them, talking about, let me get you up under my wing. I'm gonna take you and show you how to work this. Next thing you know, they making money off you on the front end while you waiting for your money on the back end. That's why I tell a motherfucker, man, I don't do no back end pay because everything on the back end get fucked. And I don't like it, man. I ain't get man. Oh man. No, I ain't doing that. Yeah, hey, you ain't fucking me on the man. Look here. So that's why I tell motherfucker, man, you know.
Definitely essential.
Yeah.
Without knowing the business, you're walking through the whole scenario blind. So I was grateful to have people like, back then, Kevin Mitchell and be around Shaquem Compare and be around these individuals that were Chris Lighty.
God bless dead.
God bless Chris Lighty. Just be around to see how these guys can conduct. Even be around, sit talk to Leo and Russell, just picking their brains in regards to their thought process. And Puff and just seeing how they move and seeing exactly how they execute certain stuff. And it was serious. I can tell you they're saying what they're saying about Puff now in regards to all this other side stuff. But as far as his business was on point to the T. To the T. It was no room for errors and it was on. That's what made him so successful.
Hey, cut, hold on right quick. Hey, let's give a shout out. Goddamn, what's up, Jew? You on the motherfucking house? What's up, cuz? What's going on? Cuzzo, what's going on, man? You already see what it is, man. Yeah, Jew Jones the jump the hill IG, man. You know what I'm saying?
Rastafari to the right every time. My baby Jew.
Oh yeah, shout out to Disturbing the Motherfucking Market. You already know how we
Disturbing
do,
the market.
Disturbing the Motherfucking Market in the motherfucking house, man. Hey, man.
They'll pop up anywhere you need them. They'll pop up anywhere you need them.
I tell you, man, let me got there, goddamn, right here. Right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Right there, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
and he did the artwork on that.
Oh yeah. Hey man, hey look, they don't. Hey, Big gonna be playing. Hey look, so if you need, look, I'll tell you. So look, you need you some Marlon band. You need some artwork did. You know what I'm saying? You need some artwork for your goddamn show or your promotional shit. Get your man Big. I do all that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I do all that, man.
And you can set up and put the QR code on it, right?
Man, I put everything on, man. I put them hugging their baby on that motherfucker.
If you want your brand, you want to enhance your brand, reach out to him and cop that book. Cop the book at the same time.
Hey, have your money right, man. You know what it is. Y'all know where y'all can get that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, huh?
Cop it.
Hey, you know how we do, man. Shit, let me.
Now we picking up Dan Brown and
There you
Stevie
go, and
Nicks
there you go right there.
picking
You
up
ain't
all
got
these
to
other
talk.
people, Stephen
Hey,
King.
there you
Pick
go
it
right
up.
there. There you go right there. Scan it. They got to scan
There
it.
you
You
go
see
right
QR
there.
code?
You are right there.
Right there. You see what it is, man?
Put the
Come on,
tools
hey.
to it. Click, click.
I'm just showing
And
y'all
read
it's
a good
possible.
book. Reading is fundamental. Get it.
Hey, I'm telling you, man. That's what the G.I. Joe say. That's what G.I. Joe
Reading
say.
is fundamental. Get
Hey,
it.
man. No,
Click
G.I.
it.
Joe. No,
It's
G.I.
a
say.
story. A real
No,
story.
no, G.I. Joe say knowing is half the battle. That's what
You
G.I.
know?
Joe say. Yeah. Hey, but yeah,
Exactly.
man.
Knowing
But
is half
yeah.
the battle.
But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying, man? Like I said, bro, you know, this way it go down, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, I just want, like I said, man, glad happy to have you on the motherfucking show, man. Cause like I said,
I'm
man, you
happy
know,
to be here,
I
man.
just want people to hear, man, like real stories and shit, man. And like I tell people, man, I know people, man. You know what I'm saying? I just don't bring them out like that. You know what I'm saying? But I got some partners and shit, man. I got some people, you know, I can bring out, but you know what I'm saying, man? I ain't like I said, man. Hey, man, I'm telling you, man. This what I love to do though, cuz. Every motherfucking Monday night at 6:30, people. You know what I'm saying? Every motherfucking Monday, man.
Log in 6 o'clock Monday night. Check him out. See
But
what he
yeah,
got to
man.
say. You know, talking
But
it.
yeah. But look, man, cuz, man, like I said, man, you know, man, it's been an honor, man. Like I said, hey, I told you though, man, hey, man, we can goddamn, you know what I'm saying, do this shit. Hey, man, you get on the show, man, and goddamn, you know, but we know we can have some
We'll be
long-winded
back. We'll be
conversation.
back because, you know, we got to drop the second single. So we'll
Oh
be
yeah.
back
Oh
to
yeah.
talk.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We'll
But
be up.
hey, look, he'll be back. I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm here
He ain't
every
going
motherfucking
nowhere.
Monday
He
night,
going to be there. The camera ain't going to stop. If you know
6:30. I'm trying to tell you.
he right there.
Man, doing what I love to motherfucker do, right with y'all, man. I just hope y'all come back and watch us do this shit, man. But like I said, man, it's been an honor and a motherfucking privilege, man. Fuck with my motherfucking cousin, man. Letting y'all get the chance to hear his story, you know what I'm saying, and get to know, you know, some of the things that when you really love something, man, and some of the things you say you want to do in your life, man, this shit ain't based off the time you set. This shit's based off the time it's gonna take for you to get this shit done. But you just got to get up every day, man. You know, you got to get up every day and do this shit, man. Because like I told you, man, ain't nobody gonna save you. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna help you throughout your journey in life, but they ain't gonna got them save you though. In order for you to
Nope.
get the way you say you want to be at in your life, man, you gonna have to do this shit. And I told y'all, man, prayers ain't helping y'all, man. I'm telling you, prayers ain't gonna help you. So hey, look, man.
He said God help those who help themselves.
Man, listen here, man. So what God said is you better got them get up and do it on your motherfucking own. Because if you don't do
Exactly.
anything, man, your
Get
ass
up
gonna
off
be
that
out here
shoulder.
fucked up. Man,
Get up that
shit, man.
shoulder.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, man. So that's why I say, man, because that's just what I believe, man. You know what I'm saying? But I also believe that each and every one of us, man, you know what I'm saying? If I don't know you, if I do know you, man, I'm just telling you, each and every one of us already got everything we need inside of us to do whatever it is that you may want to do in your motherfucking life, man. You know what I'm saying? All of us got it, man. All of
Absolutely.
us got it. You know what I'm saying? Just like a car, man. You know, I done been in all kind of cars, man. From the big, the highest to the lowest. And all of them got the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the body may be made different. You know what I'm saying? And the motor may be a little bit bigger, but
The
they
wood grain
all
might be
do
a
the
little
same,
shinier.
yeah. But they all do the same thing. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That's just like some of y'all, you know, some of y'all may not be as good as the person over here because they might be a little bit more athletic. They might have a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But if you put in the work and you don't never give up and you don't never motherfucker stop believing in who you are and what you can do, you can end up in the same places they end up. And I'm gonna tell you, look at the NBA. Look at the NBA. You think all them niggas on that bench good? I ain't saying they NBA good, but I'm talking about they ain't good enough to be out on that floor playing all 45 minutes of the motherfucking game. You know
No.
what I'm saying? You got the ones that come in when the team either getting blowed out or when they blowing somebody else out. Other than that, we'll see. Yeah, other than that, we gonna see them niggas in practice. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't gonna never them shoot. I'm telling you. But hey, look, but what they be the most hyped up niggas on the sideline. You be thinking they, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes you got to know your position and understand where you at in life. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Because it ain't always about being the nigga. Some you
Yeah,
may
play the
not be the
position. Play the
playing.
position.
If it get you paid,
Everybody be successful. Just play. Everybody can't be Michael. Everybody can't be
no,
Jermaine. Everybody can't
no.
be Tito. But Jackie played his position. Jackie played his position.
Man,
He
play
said,
your
I ain't going to
position,
take
people.
no lead, but I'm playing my position.
Play your position, people. That's it. Some of y'all be overstepping and all that. Look, man, just chill. See, some of y'all don't
Shout
like
out
to
to
chill.
Michael Bivens, who was the
Man,
#1 player position guy ever.
ever.
He was the business
Hell,
guy
Bill
behind it.
DeVoe. Yeah.
He played the
Boys to men,
position.
all that. Man, hey,
Oh my God.
but that's what come along with that shit, right? See, some motherfuckers, right? They want to think that they more than what they should. You know what I'm saying? And I tell motherfuckers, sometimes even when you know you may be more intelligent than the motherfucker that's leading you, sometimes you just got to sit back and let them lead you. Because sometimes, man, power is power. You know what I'm
Power,
saying?
power.
Power is power, man. But like I said, people, you know what I'm saying? I just want to thank all y'all for coming to join us tonight, man. Like I said, this motherfucker Jawan Adam. I'm your motherfucking man, Big and this was motherfucking conversation with Big motherfucking Uncut. And I think we did a great job not putting nothing on it, man. Giving it to y'all the way it's supposed to be given to you, man. The truth, man. So until next time, man, I just want hold up, man. It ain't just me tonight, man. Jawan, Mr. Adams, would you like to give your shout outs, man? You know what I'm saying? Shout outs, got them how they can get up with you and all that type of shit, man.
Shout out. You could get up with me with Juwan Adams at gmail.com. All bookings, business inquiries only. Shout out to Bennettsville, the home team. Shout out to Erie, PA, the home team. Shout out to New Jersey, Jersey City. Shout out to Queens, my Farmers Boulevard. Oh yeah, in August, performing at the Farmers Day event. Be there, be square. Everybody's gonna be there. It's gonna be a nice event. It's gonna be me, my partner Rel, my other partner Jimmy Cozier. It's gonna be a nice event. So in August, I'm gonna let y'all know prior. So if you want to come, it's over 5,000 people gonna be out there. The mayor's gonna be there. The governor's gonna be there. You go there, have a good time, and see that side of Queens that you've never seen before. Farmers Boulevard, Farmers Day. Peace and blessings. Go cop it. It's on all streams. Thank you. Love to you, cuz. Love
you
to you,
already
cuz.
know.
You on the show. Blessings. And I know you're going further. You're very talented, and you different than anybody that's out here. That's what's gonna stand out. You got your own segue, your own swagger, your own everything. And I see you going far. I always saw you going far. You always was talented. They don't know you was a dancer. You stop the party. You would stop the party back in the day. You would stop the party. You would get out there like, yo, cuz I'm gonna go out there, hold my jacket.
Kill him.
Hey,
look, I told my wife, I say before I came a D-boy, I used to be a B-boy. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, before,
exactly.
I told her, I told my wife, I told my wife, I say, man, I used to be out there, music videos be coming on, Crip. I'm like, look, man, back in the day, I used to be out there, got them killing out. Hey, I'm telling y'all people, before I was a D-boy, I was a B-boy. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
man. Flips and stuff like that. Yeah, he was doing all of that stuff. He was
man.
Nice with it. Nice.
Yeah.
He'll come out of nowhere with it, and they're like, oh, that's June. And June will be getting busy on him right there, breaking him down.
Hey, because I always believed in myself, man. You know what I'm saying? Always, even as a kid, man. You know what I'm saying? But, with that being said, man, I just want to leave y'all with this right here, man. Just remember this right here, man. Those that won't go. And those that can't go just won't go. Because they ain't doing nothing to go, man. What I'm trying to say is this right here, man. This is your motherfucking journey, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that you may have around you right now, man, that just ain't ready and they ain't prepared to go some of these places you're trying to go in your life. It's kind of like when you go up to Denver, you go up into the high atmospheres and shit, the higher you go, the thinner the air get. And there's some people that can't go up that high, because if they try to go, they'll lose their breath and end up in the hospital. And see, that's how it is in your life right now. You trying to take some people up some places you trying to go in your life, and they ain't built for the atmosphere. And you steady trying to pick them up, tell them they can make it, but they can't make it. See, you got to go do what you need to do. You got to go and make these things happen in your life that you say you want to make it happen in your life, so they can see that you made it. And hopefully they'll do what they need to do to get there. But until then, man, I just want to say thank y'all. I'm your motherfucking man, Big Unc. That's my motherfucking cousin, my family, my brother. I love him to death. Mr. Jawan motherfucking Adams, man. Like I said, hey, go follow him, man. Go check out that new single, Happy Home, man. Like I said, it's on all motherfucking platforms, man. Like I say, man, some shit you could do for free if you just want to freely do it, man. So with that being said, man, I'm your motherfucking man, Big Up. This is motherfucking Uncut, man. And we gonna holler.
Nothing lasts forever, but we hope and pray. All the bills from yesterday don't post today. Try to treasure everything I had, but still feel thrown away. I can't keep my balance, I ain't quite learned how to roller skate. Trying to dodge the obstacles on my block, shit like a roller rink. Fuck the other side, we spinning back like we our own DJ. My little homie got hit with a bullet like he OBJ. I want you to go be great, but watch who you associate. Life's a bitch, but it is what it is. Shit ain't always gon' go your way. Some shit just ain't gon' work out. Some shit just ain't meant to be. You just gotta make your peace. You'll shake back eventually. Hopefully, knife they put in your back this time don't go too deep. Really, sometimes you just gotta trust your gut, don't overthink. Everyone that's with you can't come along for the ride. Sometimes we grow ambitious and our friendships don't survive. Then we grow apart, get too in our feelings and go overboard. Just because we went our separate ways don't mean let's go to war. Niggas can't coexist no more. Just cause we don't click no more. Now we kill and die over pride. It's a deadly sport, but we gladiators. We go harder, we go home in shame. Watch your brothers fall in battle, pray you never know that pain. Products of the products that we profit from, we all to blame. Call my plug up with a guilty conscience, cause I thought I changed. I watched mama struggle, thought the hustle was the only way. Someday I gotta go, but when I go, I hope it's from old age. One day I gotta go, but when I go, I hope it's from old age. Nothing lasts forever, but we hope and pray. All the bills from yesterday don't post today. I try to do everything I have, but still feel thrown away. I can't keep my balance, I ain't quite learned how to roller skate. Trying to dodge the obstacles on my block, shit like a roller rain. For the other side, we spinning back like we our own DJ. My little homie got hit with the bullet like he OBJ. I want you to go be great. Watch who you associate. Life's a bit, but it is what it is. Shit ain't always gonna go your way.